Hey, this is Brian Hegney, instructor of game and interactive media design. So this is a video I'm making for my student group who are making a game, tile-based game. A tile-based game. This game, if you play it, and we started testing the theory of moving this knight piece around, right? And one of the things that the first things we did as like prototyping it was every time you check one of these clickable boxes, every single tile ends up checking to see if it's close to the knight or in the best spot for the knight. And so the problem is that's way too many checks. We now want to set it to like, hey, it should actually only check it if the knight lands on it, okay? And so that's one thing that this team needs to solve, and it's really just going backwards. And there's also this error. I can probably fix that, but it might not be necessary. So the first thing this group has to do is let's check out this block. This block is a tile 0, 0, so I'm just going to click Edit Tile 0, 0. And this is the huge string of code. And so what we're going to do actually is make this much easier because it doesn't need to check all of them, I don't think. Does it? What it needs to do is, well, it does have to check for every single, way that the knight can move in order to have it show up. But we're only, right now this does this for every single tile. It only needs to do it if the knight is on top of it. So I think I'm going to start that. And what I'm going to do to start it is to say on event begin play, I'm going to do something else. So I'm going to kind of move this up here. I'm going to keep all of this in case I need it, but for right now, I'm going to start that first one, and I'm going to say on event begin play. What it's going to do is it's going to check to see if the collision box is overlapping a knight, and if so, then it's going to run this series of things. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go back to my overlapping checker, which is component overlap actors. It's going to see if it's overlapping anything. So I'm just going to copy that and bring it over here. I hope it brings it over here. There it is. And so it's going to check to see, actually, let's grab this box. That's going to be the component. Actually, you know what? Delete that. We are going to delete that. We are going to say, read the value. I think it needs a transform, so we can say get world location. I think that's right. And I'm just going to drag this way, and let's go ahead and see if it will print something. Print, and I'm going to have it print the name of the return value. That's going to be a yes or a no. So I'm going to see get copy, and I'm going to get that first overlap. Okay, let's see if that actually works. If it doesn't, then I'm going to kind of finagle this and see what I can do. So let's just play this. PCBP1. Yeah, it actually did. That is the name of this thingamajig here. So it actually worked, so that's good. I'm going to pause it anyway because there's something else I want to check real quick. Alright, and so now that I know that that works, what I want to do is say this return value is going to be yes or no. And so what I'm going to do is say branch, and I'm going to take this condition, and if that's true, we are going to print, let's just say true, because I think that's what it's going to do. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. And I just want to be sure. False. Compile. Play that. Oh, it's false. Oh, I know why it's false. Because a whole bunch of them were false, right? So of course, that's of course what's going to happen. That's okay. Gotta go back to edit tile 00. So, okay, well, if we just leave it at that, it's probably going to do one true statement. There it is, true. Good. And, okay. Then what we need to do, actually, is say, this actually needs... We need to get the name of this. So let's say get a copy. And we need to say if this copy, if its name is something, because we don't want our, we want it to intersect with the night. And what is its night? PC underscore BP. Why are there PCB4s? What is that? Where is that? Oh, it's that one. Okay, so we'll say PCBP. So we want this to contains an item. No, we want to get object name. Right? And so we're saying, hey, this is going to have an array of actors. We want to get the first one. Now, of course, that's going to be probably just one object is going to be per square. And we're going to say contains, and it's a string. So it's going to say this string contains, and we're going to say substring PC underscore BP. I don't care about using case, so that's going to be fine. And if that condition is true, it's going to print out, and let's go ahead and just print out the name there. Alright, so we're doing a couple things. We're taking the name, we're saying, hey, does it contain PCBP? And then that's either 1 or 2, and if it does, print the name of it. And let's just see, we should get one return. And yeah, PCBP underscore 2. Oh. Yeah. I know why it did that. It actually said PCBP1 underscore 2. And that makes a lot more sense. Okay. Now that we did that, we can pretty much start with just saying, hey, if that's true, then I'm going to check all the different ways. So this first video was just showing that I'm going to reformat how I'm going to start checking. Okay, in the next video I'm going to start how to actually set up all of those 26 or 24 different ways. And it's going to be much easier and faster than the way you're doing it now. Alright, bye.